Hello and welcome to Time for Healing. I'm your host, Marion Porter of Star Winds. I'm a healing practitioner and my healing modalities include Reiki, tuning fork therapy, sound healing, access consciousness bars, and access consciousness body processes. Time for Healing features Connecticut's leading healers in a unique educational show. The inspiration for this show came from the realization that most of the people outside the healing community are not aware of the holistic healing options available to them. Each episode will focus on a different healing modality. The first half of the show will be an interview with the practitioner that informs the viewer about the modality. In the second half, I will experience a healing live on camera. The goal for Time for Healing is to provide the viewer with a working knowledge of a wide variety of healing modalities. My guest today is Lynne Hartwell, who will be telling us all about crystal vibrational healing. Oh, Lynne Hartwell, there you are.
Hi.
There you are on my show, and I'm so excited that you're here.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me. This is
Oh,
very
yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, look at all the fun you brought. Look at
I
all
know.
of this.
Look at all these little gems. These are what I call our friends. And the reason why they're called our friends is because they help us. They help us with healing in several different ways, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And they're all natural, and they don't interact or counteract with anything, but they help us with overall health and well-being. And they're just fun to be with too.
So just any old rock here has a purpose to help us with something?
Each and every single rock and stone mineral that you find in the earth, whether it's in a store, whether it is you're taking a walk along the beach, whether you are taking a walk in the woods and you see this rock at your feet, you can pick that rock up. And there is a vibration that comes from that rock. It has a specific reaction, response with your body's own energy. And if there's something in that rock and that vibration, the energy that rock gives off, that your body actually needs, you're going to get a really good feeling from that type of stone. And if there's something that you really don't need from that stone, you may not feel anything at all, or you may just feel like, yeah, I really don't want to. I really don't want to play with this stone right now, and you can put that rock down. It's that simple to work with them.
How did they find all of this out?
This is something that throughout time, since the beginning of human history, people have known that for healing, to bring in a greater balance to your body, whether it's something physical that's going wrong, whether you have gallstone, for example, or there's something wrong with your heart, or for childbirth, ease of childbirth, for example, or somebody had a loss and they're depressed and they're sad. People have gone to the natural elements, the plants, the minerals, the rocks and stones, even animals have a certain type of a healing for us. So we've known this throughout time. And rocks and stones have been known for their healing properties and just how good they make us feel.
Wow. And so many of them, because I'm thinking if I'm walking in the woods and I see a rock, it's not going to be one of these gorgeous, beautiful rocks. So where do, say this rock right here.
Yes.
This rock right here. How would they figure out the healing properties of this rock? Who would know? Just by holding it? You could hold this rock and know what it does?
Absolutely. This is how our ancestors, before there were books, before there was the internet, before there were other experts to tell us what these stones do, they had themselves. They would pick up the stone, for example, like you just did. You pick up the stone and you hold it. You hold it in your hands and you connect with the energy that the stone is giving off and how your body is responding to this energy. And you can feel, for example, this type of a stone is called citrine. And this type of a stone is very beneficial in bringing forward feelings of joy, bringing forward feelings of happiness. It has the color of the sun, and the sun is joyful. It's like a childlike, playful type of energy. It also helps certain people with manifesting and bringing into their lives things that they are desiring the most. And that's not one of the bigger aspects of citrine that most people associate with, but it's one of the aspects I found personally when I worked with the stone.
Really? So if I were to hold that stone, I would feel joy?
You may feel joy. You may be feeling other properties, other aspects of what this stone can bring to you, because your body's energy is different than mine. So you may feel joy, and you might be bringing up other types of emotions and other types of feelings that I didn't, because my body's energy is different.
So I actually want to hold on to it.
Go ahead.
So anybody who would pick up a stone, all right, and so you're just going to hold it in my hand.
Yep. And what you're going to do, Marion, is just connect with the stone itself, focus on the stone's energy. Take a deep breath in, a gentle deep breath in, and exhale. Bring your focus back to the stone. Now sense,
pretty cool though.
Sense
Yeah.
and feel anything that is different as a result of holding the stone. Anything and everything. And it may not necessarily be
It's
something...
relaxing me a little bit.
Okay.
It is relaxing me. Do you think it's really making me happy, or am I thinking it's making me happy because you said that?
It may be because, you may have gotten a little bit of kind of being led into what you're supposed to be feeling. So what I want you to do is I want you to take another deep breath in. And why I ask people a gentle deep breath in, and why I ask people to do this, is that energetically you're kind of resetting and changing your focus. And so you're calming your body down by doing this breath. And when you just take a nice gentle deep breath in and you exhale, you're just releasing and letting go of any tensions or anxiety or nervousness you might have been holding. Bring your focus to the stone and just feel. Just feel. The only thing you're focusing on right now is that stone in your hand, and check in on anything and everything that feels differently in your body. Energetically, physically, emotionally.
I'm going to tell you, it's making me feel. I'm not going to say if joy is the word, but it's making me feel a sense of like well-being, like everything's just perfect in my world right now.
Perfect. And that is, for myself, it was just making me feel very energized as I felt it. I also was getting the feelings of really wanting to get up and like do so many different things and pick up other projects that I've been putting to the side right now because I had to focus on other things. And getting, kind of connecting to my creative side is what it was encouraging in me. So, but I'm different.
Probably a good rock for me to be holding while I'm conducting a TV show.
It could be very well a good one.
I'm gonna keep it.
Continue to hold it. Continue to hold it, because we're going to see how you feel in, say, 5 minutes from now, and what differences or changes you might be experiencing. The longer you work with the stones, the more you benefit from their properties.
Wow.
And this was just a stone that you randomly picked up. And a little bit later on, I'm going to have you choose your own personal stone to work with you at this point in time in your life to help you.
And that's the crystal vibrational healing?
Mm-hmm. That is part of what I do. This is part of what I teach.
Yeah. So now's a good time. Tell us what crystal vibrational healing is.
Well, what it is that everything in our world, ourselves included, are made up of energy. We're energy in a physical form. The stones are energy in a physical form, and they give off a vibration. They give off a type of a frequency. And each stone's frequency is different than another stone's, just like my frequency or energy is different than yours. For example, And so everything that I do, being an energy healer and working with the natural remedies, whether it's the stones, crystals and vibrations, whether it's the plants, whether it's with sound vibration, it's all about energy and how energy affects us and helps us heal or helps bring us back to a sense of balance and well-being through changing the energy of our bodies, and especially blocked energy, which is where we will feel the symptoms of pain, illness, disease, or emotional stressors such as depression, anxiety, worry, anger, sorrow, sadness, and even spiritual, being misaligned spiritually, not feeling like you're in the right place or feeling lost in your life and you just don't know which direction to go in. Those are just examples.
And these stones will help with all of that?
Yes, they will. Absolutely, they will. They are energy healing in a physical form, and they are here. Basically, they're available to us and to everyone. Most of these are low cost, and they're easy to get. Or you can just take a walk in the woods, look down, and pick up a piece of quartz crystal, which in the Northeast is so common.
But I've never found any of these.
There's citrine. We have citrine. That's common. We have amethyst. We have tourmaline, which this is a piece of green tourmaline that was taken from the local area. I believe this came from New Hampshire.
Really?
Yeah. And I mean, I've got pieces of quartz. Here's a piece of natural milky quartz that I picked up off a mountaintop in New Hampshire.
A mountaintop?
But it doesn't have to be a mountaintop. Quartz is all over the place in New England and other parts of the world as well. You can take a walk and pick up a piece of mica. And I have a piece of, this is pressed mica called lepidolite. It has this nice purplish type texture to it, but if I want to start picking at it, it'll start flaking off because it is mica.
Look at that. Well, all right, so now you're what do we got going on here? This is like quite the setup here. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, I got a little bit of some of the gemstones that I have around the house and when I use in classes, and some of these gemstones I also use with my therapy work. And this is kind of like a big piece of selenite.
Selenite.
And selenite, again, we're dealing with energy healing, we're dealing with vibrations. Selenite as well as clear quartz, and this is an example of Himalayan pink quartz, has the properties to be able to clear and neutralize any negative energies or unnatural energies that stones can pick up.
Good thing you brought a big one.
It's a big hunk of clearing right here. And that's one of the principles and the properties of selenite is that you can take other stones and place them on top of a piece of selenite, and that selenite will clear any negative energies or just unnatural energies that didn't belong to that rock. And it just neutralizes those energies, lets them go, releases them.
I gotta ask you though, how do we know that that's happening? How can we prove that that's happening? Just curious for the viewers at home.
Absolutely. I do not remember the specific names of the equipment. We do have equipment that monitors energy and energy frequencies. And you can take a rock and it can be giving off a certain frequency, and then you place it on top of selenite, for example, or a piece of quartz, the cluster of quartz. And then over time, like say 24 hours later, you monitor the frequency, the energy of that rock, and it's going to be vibrating differently.
Wow.
So, and we can do the same with a person, and you can just monitor the different frequencies that the person is vibrating in.
So all the attributes of these wonderful stones, it's all been proven. Like there's, you know that's what you can pretty much get out of all these stones.
Yeah, for the most part, we're pretty sure about the specific frequencies. Say clear quartz has a certain type of a hardness, a certain type of a frequency, a certain type of a property to it, a chemical property to it that is always going to be quartz. No matter what that chemical property is, if it's in a specific arrangement, that's always going to be clear quartz. Now, This is Himalayan quartz, and it does have other aspects to it. It's a little bit pink or orange, depending upon what your monitors look like, what colors are coming out of your monitors. But say, for example, this yellow, this is a different type of mineral. This also comes in, this is calcite. Calcite also comes in greens and blues and other frequencies, other colors.
Oh.
So it just depends upon, calcite's always going to have the same chemical properties. Quartz is going to have a different type of chemical properties. So quartz is always going to be quartz. Calcite is always going to be calcite. Selenite is always going to be selenite.
Wow. So I'm really wanting to choose my stone
Okay.
soon. I'm going to give this one back to you.
Sure, thank you.
Okay, so tell me exactly just what I'm about to do.
Absolutely. For the audience and for yourself, what we're going to do is that we are going to choose to bring in a level of healing. And this is self-help.
Oh.
Okay? This is how you can help to bring a level of healing for yourself. And anybody can do this.
Really?
Yes. This is the beauty of working with crystals and gemstones. Anybody can use this technique and help to bring a greater level of health, balance, and well-being into their lives. Okay, this is physical, emotional, spiritual level.
Wow.
Okay, so Marion, for yourself, and you can either share this with the audience or not, but choose something in your life right now that you would like to change for the positive. Something either you want to bring in, it could be for health reasons, emotional, spiritual reasons, or something you want to let go of. Because sometimes it makes it easier for us to make a change in our lives when we let go of the stuff that no longer serves us. So you choose what you'd rather do, bring something in or release and let something go. And choose that first.
I think I know what I want to bring in.
Okay, because we're in December right now, so 2016 is coming.
Yes.
So think of changes you want to make and bring into the new year. Because you want to change something, right? You want to bring something in?
I do. I want to bring,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So what you're going to do is have that in mind, what you want to change. Because again, your thoughts are also frequency. They're a vibration. Now, your body's going, okay, this is what, your mind's saying, okay, this is what I want, this is what I want. Now your body is actually reaching out to bring that, whatever that is, to you. So what you're going to do is, without looking directly at the stones, I do have some stones closer to you.
Right.
And what you're going to do is you're going to, and I'm just going to give you an example right now. Without looking directly at the stones, their colors, their sizes, their shape does not matter. It's their energy that matters. So by taking our eyes away, because we're creatures of habit and we'll always go for the same color, or we might get distracted by that sparkly one in the corner.
Not me.
Not you. not me either. But what you're going to do is, without looking directly at the stones, you're just going to glide your hand, have your hand raised above them.
Okay.
And you can do this in a store. If you have tons of gemstones or some gemstones at home, you can just collect them all into like a table or one area and glide your hand over the stones without touching them at first.
Wow.
Now again, think of that intention.
Do you want me to say what my intention is?
You know what? Let's hold off. Let's
Okay.
hold off.
Okay. Oh, cheers.
Because
Yes,
here's a
yes.
validation going on here.
Oh.
So think of your intention. What is it you want to bring into your life? And what's going to happen is your body's going to reach out for the energy, the gemstone, that is going to better help you with this intention. So glide your hand over the stones. You can go for it.
Okay.
And without touching it first, allow your hand to glide over it, and you may feel kind of drawn. And everybody's different here. So I say glide first, and just keep on gliding, and you may feel drawn to a certain area or a certain place. And then as soon as your hand touches the stone, you pick that stone up.
Okay. Oh, goody.
Okay.
Ready?
Go
Okay.
for it.
Here I
Go
go.
for it.
Here I go. I'm going to close my eyes. Oh, I'm feeling some buzzing over there.
Okay. Allow your hand to be drawn wherever you are guided. And you being an energy healer, you're already sensitive to stones. Now your hand just touched something.
My hands have touched a whole bunch.
Okay.
Oh, but here,
do you
look.
really feel this stone more than the others? You are an energy healer already.
Yes, I'm
so-
feeling this one right here.
Okay.
It literally stopped me.
Pick it up. That's the stone.
Oh.
Okay.
So, oh.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. That's quite the stone.
What you're seeing is a green background with little bits of red, or it looks like almost like a purplish red in there. And keep turning it around. And so you can see more of the pinkish purplish little spots. And this is actually ruby in, that's fuchsite.
Fuchsite?
Fuchsite is a green substrate
Wow.
that the rubies grow in the earth.
I've never heard of this.
Yes. And it's a combination stone, and those actually are real rubies.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I want to hold on to this for a little
Go ahead and hold on to it, because for the audience too, you can either continue to glide your hands over the stones until your hand or any part of your hand, fingers, whatever, touches the stone. As soon as it does, pick that stone up, because that's the energy your body was reaching out for.
Yeah, because my hand was stopped, but this literally was like the claw game.
And you had a lot of larger stones around you as you were choosing.
This one literally stopped me and said, "Hey, I'm the one for you." So tell me, what are the properties of this wonderful stone?
Well, actually, what I'm going to do is, instead of leading you and possibly giving you a suggestion.
Oh yes, because I take those well.
Exactly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do an exercise to connect with your stone.
Oh.
And then we're going to discuss what the stone's properties are, and then what was your intention.
Oh, cheers.
Okay? So we're going to kind of go with this a little bit backwards. But Marion, what you're going to do is just get comfortable. Don't cross your legs or anything. And just take a gentle, deep breath in and exhale when ready. All right. Now bring your focus to the stone in your hand.
Uh-huh.
Invite the stone in, and what I mean by this is ask your body to bring the energy, this healing energy of this stone that's in your hand, into your body wherever it needs to go, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Your body's going to draw this energy in to wherever it needs to go to unblock any stuck
I can literally feel this happening,
to bring in and release any energy that is no longer in your highest and greatest good, and it's bringing forward a greater balance in you. Now check in. What differences and changes? It's only been a few seconds, but what differences or changes
there were instant changes.
Are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling like my whole body's buzzing, like I'm a big magnet attracting. That's what it feels like. Like I'm just like on fire, like almost feeling like giant walls have been opened up and the whole world is now coming to me.
Excellent.
That's kind of really what's going on with this stone.
Excellent.
And I literally felt it. I mean, I'm loving this rock.
Yeah.
So tell me the properties. All right.
Well, the whole thing is, again, this is a combination stone, and we're dealing with color as well as we're dealing with the actual vibrational properties of these stones. Now you have fuchsite. Now fuchsite is a green stone. Green is dealing with your heart chakra center. It's dealing with what is nearest and dearest to your heart, and letting go of fear. Letting go of what, and fear is a natural thing when we are experiencing things that we are not sure of. We've never really, certain challenges, certain situations in our life that we haven't experienced before, or we're kind of being asked to go outside of our comfort zone.
Okay.
It is so natural to be fearful in the beginning. And what fuchsite does is that it helps you with releasing that fear. It's going to be okay. And it's kind of like it just relaxes you, and it kind of lets you go, no, I'm going to be all right. I can do this. And then ruby comes in. Ruby is this beautiful red stone. Red is the color of courage. Red releases procrastinating energy, stuck, stagnant energy. And so anything you might have been holding back from, The Shite's helping to get rid of that fear.
Ah.
And fear's hold on you from moving forward. And then Ruby comes right in, and it's just removing that stuck, stagnant energy, what you may be procrastinating or holding yourself back from, and it's saying, no, go for it. Just go and do it.
Can I say what my intention was?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to increase my cash flow. Is this part of that?
Yes.
Oh, look at the rock.
Yeah. Because especially for the audience and for yourself, Marion, as you know, as a practitioner,
Yeah.
that we hold ourselves back.
Oh, tell me
And
about
that
it.
whenever we do not experience any kind of abundance, financial abundance, as well as all the other abundances that are out there, when we are being blocked from financial abundance, there is something that we may be doing that is holding ourselves back, and it's releasing maybe a fear, maybe a belief system. It may be something that is just a habit that we've gotten into, a belief pattern that we've gotten into. And so what the stone is doing for you spiritually
Yeah.
and emotionally is helping you release these blocks that are holding you back.
I'm literally feeling it happen.
Yeah.
I'm literally feeling
Yeah.
it. This is just incredible.
Yeah.
And it's that easy.
It is that easy. This is why I love teaching classes about the stones. I do private sessions, so I do public sessions, and I use this in my private practice. And I have clients literally choose a stone, or there are certain stones I will build a grid around their bodies because I can feel what their bodies need. And just to save time, I already have an array of stones for a particular client, and I'm arranging it around their bodies, and it's helping to release whatever it is that they came to me for.
Well, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It works.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
absolutely works. I literally am feeling the properties of this stone. As soon as I touched it, I started just feeling magnetic.
Yeah.
Boom, everything
Yeah.
flew right open and just,
Yes. And Marion, for yourself, this is your stone. This is my gift for you.
oh, I love you even more. Look at abundance is coming already.
There you go. But this was only after a few seconds of working with the stone what you
Right.
experienced. Now, continue to have the stone with you. Have it in your pocket. You can even arrange to have it wrapped or somehow wear it as jewelry. I am wearing a piece of jewelry right now that I arranged. And so that I am benefiting from the properties of this particular type of stone, which is an inspiration stone for me.
Wow.
It's a creativity stone. But for yourself, continue to have the stone with you. Clear it once a week. And
Should I get some selenite?
You can get some selenite. That type of stone absolutely loves. For people who know what sage is, you can smudge by burning sage or a natural type of sage cedar, something to that extent. The smoke removes any negative or impurities,
Wow.
negative energy, any impurities from the stones. But for that particular stone, moonlight also is very good for clearing
Oh, I can do
the
that
energy.
easy.
Absolutely. But sometimes we don't have the moon. And so quartz clusters and selenite are excellent ways of clearing your stone, and do that like once a week or as many times as you feel.
Wow, this was awesome. This was like great. I can't believe just how wonderful this works. Wow.
Yeah. And it's that easy, and anybody can use these. Anybody can use crystals and gemstones.
Cheers. All right, we've come to the end of our show.
Awesome.
Told you
Thank
it'd go
you.
by quickly.
Yeah, but this was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, well, there you have it. Thank you for watching Time for Healing. We had a great time learning all about crystal vibrational healing. Please join us next time when we welcome Judy Charlton, who will be presenting auriculotherapy. Oh, I can't wait. See you next time.